Alright guys, so we just finished the driver's meeting. Everybody's starting to head out. We are headed to Oklahoma today, and let's hop in the truck and see how we make out. Let's get on the road. We're on 66 right now. I'm with a group a little farther ahead of us, a couple cars, but we got about 102 miles left until we hit the Blue Whale. And I think that's the first stop of the day. We're already in Kansas. It's a little loud, so I can't hear my CV all that well. I mounted it all the way the heck over there. But that's all right. I've been enjoying it. This road is amazing. This scenery is amazing. It's a little windier today, so it's a little harder to go, 60, 65. But I'm cruising right below 60 in fourth, and it's not too bad. Or, you know what? I actually am in fifth. I don't even know what gear I'm in. But we're having a good time. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna put the phone down and get some miles down. I found myself not on Route 66, but on another road, and unfortunately, I am way behind. I stopped to have lunch with a couple of the other guys, and they decided they were going to get on the interstate, and so they took 44, and I was on 44 for probably, I don't know, 10 minutes, and I had this plumb up to, I had that all the way up to 220, past 220. It can't handle this heat. It's just too hot to be doing 65 miles an hour hauling this camper that's 1,200 pounds. It's just too much effort. So I'm on back roads, but that means everybody's in front of me. So I'm trying to go as fast as I can on these back roads without pushing it and overheating. But I got to find a happy medium because I got to make up for some lost time. I'm about 3.5 hours out still from our first stop, which is in Weatherford, Oklahoma, I think. I don't know. Today's been going great. We stopped at the Blue Whale, and that was fun. It was actually closed because apparently it's closed on Mondays, but I still looked at the whale. That was cool. But let me put some miles down and see how fast I can get this pig to go and not overheat. No matter how I try to drive, it's just holding 220. I could be doing 40 mile an hour, I could be doing 60 mile an hour. It's just 220. I think the fact is it's about 95 degrees out and the humidity is about 100%. It's just hot. I don't think this radiator can keep up. I got both fans running, it just can't do it. So as long as it doesn't go over 220, I mean, it's not acting up, it's not blowing smoke, I'm just gonna keep pushing. I figure the sooner I get there, the sooner I can just shut this thing down and let it cool down. It's 6:30. We've been driving since about 10. So we've had a lot of miles down today. And a lot of driving today. Good Lord, I didn't realize how late it was. But I got 1 hour left, and let's get there. I need me a beer. I'm driving into this front. The temperature picked up about 6 degrees and it's starting to rain. It is very humid. There's a lot of energy in the air. And I just saw lightning strike the ground over there. I'm driving a big old tin can with a big old tin can on the back. Oh man, that was a bright one. I'm a little nervous. Oh man. I don't really have anywhere to go except forward. It's starting to come down. Oh man. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to put the phone down and drive. I'm not gonna lie, I'm fighting to keep this thing on the road. It is windy out here. There is a lot of a storm. I can't even speak. It is very windy and the rain is coming down really hard. There's lightning striking to my left by about 300 yards off in the distance at that tree line. I'm just trying to get through it. I don't really have a choice. Oh man, this is awesome. Look at that rainbow. That's beautiful. Oh man. Come on, give me one more lightning strike. Maybe not on me, please. Alright, we're coming to the tip. We're coming through it, I think. The rain's starting to lighten up. Man, it's dark over there. It's getting darker over there. Hopefully I'm going that way. We are fully sealed on the windows except for the vents. I need some air circulation or I'm going to sit in here like a sweat box and, well, sweat. But the road's smoothing out a little bit. It's not as windy as it was. I got cars behind me. I got a line of them, but they're going to have to wait. I'm not going faster in this wind. All right, guys, that's a wrap for day one. I am in Weatherford, currently headed to the Love's truck stop. I think I'm just going to spend the night there instead of driving there, showering up and cleaning up and then turning around and coming back. I'll probably just come back in the morning. But today was good. We did a lot of miles today. The truck is not happy about this weather. I don't know why. It's nice and cold out now and I'm still hitting 200. So I'm really not sure what's going on. I don't know if I'm getting the radiator clogged somehow. Maybe some rust in the block broke loose. I'm not really sure. I may end up having to do a flush on the side of the road. But other than that, no issues. Truck's driving great. Still getting about 10 miles to the gallon, but truck's driving great. Alright guys, I am going to call it a night. It has been a hell of a day. I will see you all in the morning. Good morning everybody. It is the start of day 2. We're currently at the Love's truck stop because I came here last night thinking they had showers. They didn't. I ended up staying here anyway because I was just too tired. But it was really windy last night. Didn't get much sleep. The truck was rocking pretty bad, just sitting in place. But it was pretty good. Not too bad. We are headed to the Air and Space Museum, I think, of Weatherford. And that's our first meetup point for the morning. They opened up at 7 just for us, which was super awesome. And it's currently 7:19, so I'm leaving. But I'm currently gassing up right now. And after that, we're gonna hit the road and hopefully get there sooner than later. All right, well, I was just at the Air and Space Museum for a little while, but on my way there on Route 66, I hit a bump doing 50.
At the light, turn left onto North Washington Street.
And sure enough, it snapped all of my straps off of the bed. It ripped the D-rings clear out of the bed. So I'm currently headed to Ace Hardware now to see if they have D-rings for sale. So I got to take the camper out of the bed, remount new D-rings, hopefully if they have them even in the inventory, and then put the camper back in the bed, reload everything up, and then hit the highway. So we'll see how this goes. The only D-ring that survived, and I don't know how it did. It's holding on for dear life. So I'm gonna have to go into this Ace in Weatherford and see if I can find some D-rings. They didn't have the old style bracket that I had, But they do have these threaded eyelets instead of wood thread. They have actual metal thread pitch. So I think what I'm gonna do is pop these old brackets out, because you can see the D-ring's gone. That's what's left of it. So I'm gonna pop those out and pop these in and see what we can make. Well, I figured while I'm here, I would upgrade from 5/16 D-rings and grade 8 bolts to 3/8 size bolts. So I went and got some hardware inside, and we'll see how we can get this thing together. All right, everybody, here's the new and improved design. I used the original nut that came with the eyelet as a spacer to space it out. Try and keep as much of the stud against the bedside as I could, because I really didn't want to spend so much time cutting it all down. But this is the new improved design. So they're all tied back down. It's not the way I'd prefer it, because it's putting extra torque and twist on the bedside sheet metal like that, because it sticks so much farther out versus the old D-rings, which are right up against it. But I'm in Oklahoma. I'm not home. I'll fix it when I get home. But the only thing that didn't really bother me, that was just a simple fix. What really does upset me is that when I went airborne and the camper broke loose, it smashed into my roof and dented it all up all along the front. The whole front's all dented. But that's all right. It's something I can fix. Do I want to fix it? Not really. I mean, clearly I repainted it very crudely before the trip, because that was covered in rust, but nothing that I can't fix. All right, guys, I'm gonna get some breakfast because I haven't eaten yet, and then let's hit the highway. Hey everybody, it's been a long day. We just got out of Elk City, and we actually just passed Dalton, and he was getting some footage of us. That was pretty cool. But we got a line of cars going. I don't know how good the camera is picking it up, but we got about 7 cars, including a deuce and a half, so that's pretty cool. But we're just slowly chugging along, doing like 45-ish on 66. My temp is doing a lot better today. I'm staying around 200, but I'm just gonna keep chugging away. Let's get after it, guys. This is amazing. We just made a quick stop at the TA, and seems like everybody's here. But I just topped off on the truck, getting about 10 miles to the gallon through these hills. And I'm only doing about 45 because she's still getting toasty, but it's staying right at around 200. So we're not doing too bad. It's just getting hot. So I think we're gonna get it back on the highway soon and see how many more miles we can put down. You know, it's funny. My GPS keeps telling me to take side streets and whatever to get back to the interstate, even though I hit avoid highways. But you know what? I'm right where I need to be. Stopped on the side of 66, and seems like a majority of people did too. They were in front of us and we saw them, so we all pulled over. But let's go see what we're exploring. There's the sign for Oklahoma, so I guess that must mean that that's Texas. Welcome to Texas. Driving down 66, and I couldn't help but stop and, see what inspired part of the movie from my childhood. The truck's doing pretty good. Getting a little warm because it's getting warm outside in general. It's probably about 89, 90 something degrees outside. But it's very windy. Problem is the wind is at our backs, which kind of helps with driving, but it doesn't help with wind, airflow into the radiator. But anyway, this place is amazing. absolute madman. Alrighty guys, we are currently at the Big Texan in Amarillo. It is very late for what we're doing. It is 9:30. We still have about 145 miles, I think, to Tucumcari. The downside is that supposedly there's a very bad storm that half of Poverty Tour got stuck in and is currently headed eastward towards us. So we're kind of on the fence. Do we get on the road and just drive into it and embrace it, or do we hunker down here? Supposedly there was hail, thunder, lightning, downpours. I think the consensus is, as long as there's no hail, we just keep trucking. I mean, we got to be in Tucumcari tonight for the convention center tomorrow, and it's already 9:30. We got 2 more hours of driving ahead of us, so I think it's time to just put the foot down and keep going. We're on the outskirts of this storm. There's a lot of lightning and we're just starting to hit the rain. Oh man, I'm a little nervous about this one, I'm not gonna lie guys. I don't know if you guys can hear this wind, but man, this is, I can't go over 50. I'm just trying to keep this thing on the road. There's a lot of lightning around us guys. There's a lot. I wish my phone could pick it up. I just don't have the good enough camera to pick up that lightning at night. But there is a lot going on, and it's not just flashes, it's like you see the strikes. It's hitting all around the interstate, but not near the interstate, so we're doing all right. I just got to keep it at 50 because the group I'm leading has that deuce and a half in it. If you watch any other YouTube videos about the Poverty Tour this year, you'll probably see the deuce and a half in the background. So he can only do 50, 55 max in good weather. We got a headwind, oh my gosh. We got a headwind right now because we're driving right into this storm. Most I can do is 50 with this camper on the back. So I'm just trying to keep it pinned. And well, that speedometer is 5 mile an hour off, but I'm just trying to keep this thing together. Keep it on the road. Alright guys, let's get after it. Alright everybody, we're coming up on the New Mexico border. Oh my goodness. We're coming up on the New Mexico border. It is just about 11:30. By the time we get there, we're going to be in a different time zone. We're supposed to get there at 11:02. Well, that's 12:02. Alright, we're in New Mexico. We've been on the road for quite a few hours now. We left the Air and Space Museum at, gosh, I don't know, 10, 11 o'clock this morning. And we've been fighting overheating, breakdowns, and injuries in the group. So we've been doing what we can just to make progress, but doing 50 miles an hour is quite a time. But we're making the best of it. That's all we can do. We're having a great time. But we're going on probably 11 hours driving. You know, we stopped and threw food in there at one point or another and staying hydrated. But overall, it's been a long day. We got probably another 40-50 minutes before we get to Tucumcari, where we're stopping for the night. We are meeting at the convention center in the morning, and I am very excited for a shower. Alright guys, we got 38 miles to Tucumcari. Let's put the hammer down and hit 55, and since we're caught in the middle of it, I'm dropped down to about 45. I don't trust this weather to go any faster. There's been lightning strikes all over the interstate, and I have no windshield wipers, so I'm just doing the best I can. I got about 10 cars behind me, so I gotta lead the charge. Let's make it happen. We're having a great time. Ooh, it's been a long day. We're about 35 miles outside of Tucumcari, but I really hope this rain lets up soon. It's hard to see. The camera makes it look easier, but I'm telling you, it's coming down. Guys, we are at the Tucumcari Convention Center. I'm calling it a night. That was a crazy storm, and it was an adventure, but I'm beat. I had no wipers, and the Rain-X wore off on the windshield, so it was just blind, basically. I had my fog lights on and my high beams on, and I still couldn't see much of anything. But I had my arm out the window most of the time doing all the windshield wiping work. Say that 3 times fast. But, alright. I'll talk to you guys in the morning. Good night. Good morning, everybody. I was recording a little bit earlier, but it is currently a time in the morning, 9:35-ish. We're getting ready to do the driver's meeting, and I think we're going to get on the road. A lot of people already are starting to get on the road. We got a lot of miles to put down today. I think the goal is 4 hours away. I don't know the town name. Truck's doing good. Just topped it off on oil this morning, and well, that's it. Just top it off on oil and checking the coolant. That's all we got to do. I've seen this on YouTube before. Drink up. All right, everybody, today's goal is Gallup, New Mexico. It's about a 4-hour ride via interstate. We are taking back roads, so it's probably going to be about 7. Let's get out. Quite the collection of cars here, guys. It's been a pretty awesome drive so far. But we are apparently going to have to do some service on this Toyota Tercel in the back. It is overheating. We're going to have to pop the hood, and apparently some people are out of fuel too. So it's a good thing we stopped. Stopped to take some pictures of that underpass. And while we're here, I just can't believe this landscape. It's incredible. Definitely nothing like I see in Jersey. Our group decided to go through Albuquerque, and I see why Dalton recommended avoiding Albuquerque. Apparently there's construction, and I think 1, if not 2 lanes of traffic are closed. So now we're sitting in bumper to bumper. But we'll get through it. We got another storm front coming in. This one is picking up real bad. You can see the rain off in the distance. No lightning yet, but unfortunately, I think it's a green Buick, got into an accident with a Suburban on that roundabout, getting onto the on-ramp. And Dalton's back there. Oh yeah, there's that storm. But Dalton's back there, a bunch of the guys are back there trying to figure out what's going on here. And we're not trying to, crowd them. We're just waiting for our buddy to get his Windows Rain-X'd up so we can try and forage through this storm. It's not too bad, but just unfortunate it happened. All right, guys, this is a headwind like you wouldn't believe. I'm at 4th doing 50 miles an hour, and it sounds like I'm doing 90. We got a lot of wind going against us, and we got the deuce and a half in the back. We're just trying to make it through this storm. Gallup is only 120 miles away, I think. This storm's only, I think, 15 miles wide, so if we can make it 15 miles, I think we'll be in the clear. Our time is estimated to get there for 6 o'clock, which isn't too late. That's pretty good. I don't know about the rest of the group now with that unfortunate fender bender. A lot of people stop for that, so we'll see. Whenever people show up, they show up. But let's just try and get through this storm with no issues. Alright guys, that is a wrap for day 4, I think. I think today's day 4. It's Thursday. Pretty good day. We did a lot of miles today. We got on the road at, 10:30. We got here at 7 o'clock. So that was a good 9 hours of driving, roughly. Give or take a couple of fuel stops, a couple of bathroom stops for the whole convoy and whatnot. But truck is doing great. It's keeping a lot cooler now. It's still at 190, but I can't complain. Good morning, everybody. It is day 5. We are in Gallup, New Mexico. We slowly have guys starting to come in, but we ended up sleeping here last night. Me, that IDI Ford, and the bread van, that other van, a couple other cars. We spent the night in the parking lot at the flea market. Got pretty chilly last night. It felt amazing, but woke up, saw an incredible sunrise, and we're just waiting for everybody to show up and get the party started. So how do you feel about to drive a deuce and a half for the first time?
It's basically like driving a Prius, he's telling me. So
Oh yeah.
I also know nothing about that.
Me neither. Absolutely. Let's see, the flea market cleared out pretty quick. We got a couple guys doing some last minute things, especially on the Tercel. That's got some issues. But we're currently waiting on Mortsky to come back in the deuce and a half. We are 2 days out from Kanab. Well, it's a 2-day drive. We split up to hopefully not put as many miles down as possible and, you know, cannonball it. There's no need to do that. There's too many good sights to see. But once I get these rollers of Mortsky, hopefully we'll hop back on the highway and keep chugging. Morning, guys. It is the start of day 5 or 6, I think. I'm losing track, honestly. I'm having too much fun. But we are currently leaving our campground that we spent the night at. It was right next to Lake Powell. It was beautiful. But we have about an hour and change to Kanab, which is the destination for today. We're going to make some stops along the way at the hardware store and, you know, all the necessities like the liquor store. And, you know, make sure we're all topped off on all the necessary supplies. But we got about, like I said, we got an hour and change with the stops. So let's hit the road and let's hit Kanab. Well, guys, in typical fashion, I went to the parts store and told them exactly what part I needed, and this is what they gave me. That's what I compared the two to an AutoZone part number, and he said, yep, that'll be the right one. But the inside diameter of this inside bearing is too small to fit over the race of the adapter, I guess you could call it an adapter piece that goes on the original spindle. This is for a second-gen Camaro inner wheel bearing. They take different diameters, obviously. The old one fits on that. This new one that they told me was the same as the old one doesn't fit. So now I gotta pull the wheel seal out, pull that out. That's a useless bearing to me now. There goes $20. But pull that apart. I'm just gonna have to brake clean all the old grease out of that inner bearing and run it with the new race, I guess, because, well, it's Friday night and all the stores are closed. So I gotta be on the road to Moab tomorrow morning. We're gonna make it work. Good morning, everybody. It is the start of day 6. We are in downtown Kanab, Utah. I'm currently driving to Napa's parts store, so I'm going there to hopefully get a bearing off the shelf, and I'm also waiting on an order of a caliper bolt because it appears one of mine snapped quite some time ago, and I've been driving around with without one for who knows how long. So I just pulled in. I gotta wait until they open for another hour about, and then as soon as they open, I'm gonna pop that new bolt in, and I'm gonna hopefully have a spare set of bearings in case this repacked, worn out one finally decides to let go. But in the meantime, I'm gonna use the tired one, and we'll just we'll see how far it takes. Everybody, it is currently 10 of 10. We just left the drivers meeting in Kanab, Utah. We've got about 4.5 hours of driving to get to Moab, Utah, and we're riding with the dudes in the rear. Let's put some miles down. I'm feeling good. We got the bearings in, got the new bolt in for the caliper. Front end's doing pretty good, no noise. Let's put some miles down and enjoy the scenery. Driving through the little town, just stopped for fuel, and I can't believe it. Those mountains still got snow on them. That's incredible. It's June like 7th or 6th, I don't really remember, but that's incredible. Look at this view. It's beautiful out here. This ain't good. She's getting very warm on me. I've been climbing this hill for probably 1.5 miles, 2 miles now. I think there's a viewing area at the top. I'm gonna have to pull off. I don't like this at all. It is getting very, very hot. We're at Devil's Canyon viewing area. It's a little roadside rest area. A lot of people pulled over because coming up that hill going eastbound, it was about a 2-mile hill at 6%. And good Lord, a lot of people overheated. I hit 230 and it held on there for a second, but right as I crested the hill, she started bucking and surging, and I'm not gonna take the chance on that engine. So I pulled off, popped the hood, and we've been here for about 20 minutes now, letting everything cool down. But it's been a good ride otherwise. I've seen some steep hills. I've never seen hold 60 miles per hour in neutral steep hills. Wow. We're making some good progress today, guys. We're back on the road after the overheating, and staying nice and cool now going on all these downhills. The scenery is just amazing. Pickle. We're at 230. I got nowhere to pull off. I mean, I can pull off right there, but there's a lot of traffic and semis are coming. And as soon as I pulled off before it went up to 240, I at least now have airflow through it moving. The fans just can't keep up. It's just too bloody hot. The ambient air temperature outside is like 105, and it's a dry heat. The fans just can't do it. I'm gonna have to pull over. I'm really trying to push this thing. I just don't want to hurt these heads. I don't want to hurt this engine. God, oh, it's hot here. It is just hot. Guess I'm stuck here for an hour. All right, let's pop the hood and see if we can do something to cool this down. I just gotta sit here on the side of the highway. I don't have a choice. I'm not hurting this engine any more than I already did. I already hit 240. That's way more than this engine should ever hit. But I had to do what I had to do. This stretch that I could find on the side. Gotta let this cool for a little while longer. And hopefully I can at least make it the last 40 miles. I'm literally 40 miles from Moab. So it's the last big push. Just gotta get there. The wind is absolutely whipping, but we're down to 180. Let's give this a try. All right, guys. Here we are. We're still a while away. She's creeping right back up. I'm right back up to 220, but I'm doing 65 instead of doing 50. I'm trying to get some sort of air in the front of it. I was just moving too slow before. It's tailwind was too strong. I wasn't getting any air into the radiator. Now at least I'm getting movement, but now I'm on a hill, so I got my foot almost. This wind is just insane. I don't get it. Is this what it's always like out here? I guess I should have looked into this a little bit. The scenery is beautiful, but I don't know how you can ever go hiking or look at anything because you're too busy getting knocked off your feet. I'm driving into the wind now, so it's definitely helping. I'm at 205 instead of 220, but you can either have one or the other. I got the headwind now, so I have to go slow. But I got the headwind, so it's keeping my temps down a little bit. So we're just gonna keep pushing. We're like half an hour away. All right, guys, we just pulled into the Old City Park in Moab. They're currently doing the movie night, so I'm a little cleaned up for once, believe it or not. Let's go watch a movie. Call it a night. Everybody, we're at the start of Sunday. I forget what day it is, but I am with the on-road crew. We are just leaving the driver's meeting at Ken's Lake Campground. The 4x4 off-roading group left maybe half an hour ago. They're already up in the mountains, but the on-road crew hung out a little bit. I think that we're just going to do a big loop around Moab, around the outskirts, and we're going to hit the arches. As you can hear, it's pretty windy already, so we'll see how my temperature. Jesse ran out of gas a little bit after we pulled out of the driver's meeting, and I'm not doing too hot myself, so him and I are headed back to Moab to top off on fuel, and then we're going to turn around and meet everybody at Mills Bridge, I think. I'm not really sure, but we'll play catch up. Not too bad. I mean, we can cruise at 55, 60 all day long. This is unique for sure. Just walk right out in front of me and walked out in front of Jesse. That's great. Don't you moo at me. I got places to be. I'm gonna eat one of you later. We just stopped for lunch at a place called Proper Brewing Company. Really good burger. But now we are currently headed to, I believe it's called the Arches. So let's go see. Let's start another adventure. All right, we are at the Arches National Park. This is beautiful. I don't think the camera will ever do this justice, but this is just an incredible sight to see. It just keeps going and going and going. Like there's a highway down there, but that's probably a good 2 miles away. This is incredible. Well, we just finished up at the Arches. That was absolutely beautiful. It was actually a little overcast when we were in there, but the sun just came out as we were finishing up. It was actually better that it was overcast. It wasn't as hot while we were hiking, but Buff finally made it, and it's beautiful out here. Can't complain. Absolutely amazing. Got to hike all the way up into it. It was up in the arch. It was great. All right, guys, it's Monday, the 8th. I think Poverty Tour has come to an end. They're getting ready to roll out. They're headed eastward to Colorado. They're also following with, I believe, he's going to Idaho. So we're all heading our separate ways. I am actually going to continue my journey. I'm turning around and backtracking through Arizona and then going up to, out to Los Angeles to see some friends and family. So the trip continues for me. But for everyone else, it's been a hell of a journey. Met some amazing friends. and it's just been such a good time. But all right, guys, thanks for watching. I will continue the video with the next journey going westward.